or welcome back to my channel. My name is Live and I'm a knitter from Norway, and today I thought we would bring back the podcast. I know it's been a while, a hot minute. I haven't done a podcast episode in about 6 months, I think, but I've been moving, I've been traveling, and I've been moving again, so I'm in a more permanent base now, and that's why I want to bring back the podcast and probably some other YouTube stuff. I thought we would go through some finished objects and what's on my needles right now in today's episode, and just the basic format. I don't have a lot of like planned projects right now, or I do, but I don't know what I want to cast on firstly, so I'm just going to show you what's on my needles and what I finished in the last couple of weeks. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you've already seen this, but this is the Amelia cardigan by Ingrid Dibb, which I've knitted in Sunday, and thin silk mohair by Sandnes Garn. It's knitted top down, and it has some half twisted rib details, which is really gorgeous. And it also has a double knitted button band, which took forever, but it is a really gorgeous detail and I don't regret knitting it. I don't have anything like this in my closet. I think it's a really good like classic piece. It's knitted all over on 4mm needles and 3mm needles for the ribbing. I don't know if this qualifies as a finished object because I haven't weaved in the ends or sewn in the buttons, but I just finished this one, which is the beginner's jacket, I think it's in English. I had some leftover Peruvian Highland wool from Filcolana. I decided to make it into a little baby knit and decided on the beginner jakke. It's knitted on 4mm needles and it's all garter stitch. Is this called? What it's called? If you're new to knitting, I really recommend this jacket. It's only stitching, no purling, and it's really well explained what you're going to do in the pattern. And it also even comes with videos on the Petite Knits website if there's anything you're unsure about. So if you want to make a little cute baby jacket and are new to knitting, this is really good. I knitted this size 3 months, I think, or 0 to 3 months. I don't 3 to 6 months, but I think like the body looks a little big, but the sleeves looks good. So I need to sew in some buttons in this one and then this will be done. Those are like my finished objects the last couple of weeks, I think. I've been knitting on quite big projects. First project I want to talk about that are still on my needles that I wish were done is the Kantarell sweater by Skappel, which is a all over colorwork sweater. I casted this on just before Christmas, but I lost yarn chicken. This is the only thing I have left of the dark color, and I do have some white left, but I need to get more of this dark olive color. It's gorgeous and I can't wait for this to be done. The all over color work is time consuming, but it's so worth it. It's knitted on 6mm needles, which makes it a gauge that's, you know, possible to power through, and it has some blue detailing in the ribbing on both sleeves, and the body has the same ribbing, and the neckline are supposed to have just normal 1x1 rib with the main color or the white one. I'm thinking about doing the same type of ribbing for the neckline. I haven't decided yet. This will be probably one of my most used sweater once I finish it. The only thing is that I knitted it about, or I have a stitch marker here that I can show. I knitted the size medium and I was supposed to finish knitting the body here, but I decided to knit this much more, which isn't that much, but it's at least it's something. So I know I'm a tall girl and I usually make my knits longer, but the Skappel sweaters usually are a bit oversized, I think, but when I look at the model, it fits just like the model. Like I have the same fit as the model, but I knitted it a bit longer and I thought it would be even longer on me. So I was hoping it would be a bit longer, but I could try to block it a little bit out. This is a really cute sweater. I just need to get some more yarn, and Skappel has a store in Oslo and you can also order it online. I just want to pop by the store and not order online because it's only 1 or 2 skeins and it feels wasteful to order it online when I can pop by the store next time I go to Oslo. Continuing in that same track with all over colorwork sweaters is another colorwork sweater from Skappel, which is their Kløver sweater. This is the body, and I'm supposed to be done with the body about now, but I think again I want to make the body longer because I'm a tall girl. I've finished one sleeve supposedly. I think I want to make this longer as well. There's a lot of loose threads here, and I've started the second sleeve. But as I said, I want to make it a bit longer because this just looks way too short. So I just want to make it a little bit longer, and I want it to be really oversized. So I have some more knitting to do, and probably will be playing yarn chicken with this sweater as well. Since this sweater is knitted on 5mm needles and in their suri yarn, makes it a very light garment, and I think this will be perfect for spring and summer. So I'm not prioritizing this knit right now. There are some other knits that I would rather have ready for winter, for example the Kantarell sweater. So this is on my needles, but I'm not like super actively working on it, if that makes sense. A sweater that I am working super actively on is this though. It's the Mina sweater by Skappel from their newest DIY collection that just launched. I've chosen the Mina sweater version that's knitted in Peer Gynt, and it's knitted in Peer Gynt and thin silk mohair. There is a version where you can knit it in double Sunday and thin silk mohair. I finished the neck construction. It has an open shoulder, which makes this sweater special. Otherwise, it's a drop shouldered oversized sweater, but the neck and shoulder here with some buttons, that's what makes this sweater special. So I'm really excited to have this done, and I'm also really glad I decided to do the double knitted button bands and the neckline construction before I finished the body, because now it's just stockinette and 2x2 rib for the sleeves and the body that's left. It's knitted all over on 5mm needles and 4.5mm needles for the ribbing. So I have about 4 or 5 centimeters left with double knitting for the body, and then I have 2 sleeves left. So it's Monday today, and hopefully I will have it done by the end of this week. I'm not rushing anything. I'm just really eager to get it done because I don't have any sweater that's like this in my closet right now. But yeah, this is the project that's been most active on my needles the last couple of days, or maybe a week and a half now. So those are like my main 3 big projects, but I've also got a smaller project, a little striped Olga blouse on my needles. The Olga blouse is a pattern from Petite Knit. I've knitted the Olga sweater before, which is quite similar. This is just a different gauge and yarn, I guess. It's a striped blouse. It's all over striped, and I've chosen a slightly toned down striped version this time. Last time I knitted Olga, I made it in raspberry pink and a bright white, which made it really shiny. I haven't used that Olga sweater that much, to be honest, unfortunately, just because of the bright colors. That's why I chose a dark brown and dusty pink this time. And this yarn is the Cash Merino from Strikkefeber, which is 80% merino, 20% cashmere, which makes it super soft. Like I have knitted a Sophie scarf in this yarn, and I can't tell the difference between my cashmere Sophie scarf and this Sophie scarf. So it's a really good yarn if you're not into using money on cashmere but still want a super soft yarn. It's on 3.5mm needles and with 1 strand of cash merino. This is a tedious knit. I'm not rushing this at all, but if I want a like easy mindless knit, I will knit on this. Like the plain last night I knitted on this, and also this past weekend because I was with my family. Yeah, again, I'm not rushing anything this year. I just want to be peaceful with my knits. If you've been watching this entire time, thank you so much. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below or send me a DM on Instagram and TikTok and I will get back to you.